Hi, all my owls. Say hi to Aretha. Hi, Reedy. Um, I miss seeing your faces, and I thought it'd be really fun to still get to share some story times together, even while we're apart. So the first book I'm going to read is called Big Bad Bubble, and the words are written by Adam Rubin. So if he wrote the words, he's our author. And Dan Salmieri drew all of the pictures. So he is our illustrator. Now, we love to look at the end pages in our books, and I really liked all of the beautiful blues and greens and blacks, browns in these end pages. There it is, Big Bad Bubble. We're going to talk about all those sounds, all the buzz I hear. I found something out that was really cool on this page. It tells me that this book was made in 2014, so 6 years ago. And it tells me that Dan Salmieri made the pictures by using pens and watercolor paint and collage. And I thought that was pretty cool to find out. You may not know this, but when a bubble pops, it doesn't just disappear. It reappears in La La Land, where the monsters live. 2, 3. For some reason, all the big, scary monsters are terrified of bubbles. Yerbert, what's the matter? Frufel, why are you running away? Wumpus, stop crying. Tell Wumpus to stop crying. Stop crying, Wumpus. It's okay. Stop crying. Turns out it's all Mogo's fault. When he was little, a chewing gum bubble attacked his face. Since then, all he can talk about is how dangerous bubbles are. Bubbles are sneaky. You never hear them coming. Where there's one bubble, there are many bubbles. They travel in packs. Summer is the worst time for bubbles. That's when they go into a feeding frenzy. Don't listen to Mogo. He has no idea what he's talking about, even though he drew all these pictures about bubbles being sneaky, traveling together in packs, and that summer is the worst time for bubbles. I'll admit, it's a bit surprising when a bubble suddenly appears out of nowhere, but that's part of the deal with living in La La Land. On the plus side, donuts grow on trees, and the rent is very cheap. $26 a month to live here looks a little like Jeffrey Mansion. Hey, look, here comes a bubble now. Yerbert, stop running in circles. You have giant fangs. Frufel, climb down from that tree. Look at your claws. You have pointy claws. Wumpus, get out from under the covers. You're much too big for that bed anyhow. Bubbles kill thousands of monsters every year. No, they don't. Oh, yeah? Prove it, says Mogo. Look, here's a bubble. It's just a thin layer of soap and water wrapped around a ball of air. It's soft and delicate. It couldn't hurt a fly. you could pop it with one little finger. Yerbert, use your fangs. Fruitful, use your claws. Wow. Wumpus, don't be scared. It's just a teeny, tiny, oh wait, that's kind of a big one. He's a goner. Quiet, Mogo. Wumpus, you can do it. Let's tell Wumpus he can do it. You can do it, Wumpus. You can do it, Wumpus. Kaboom! He did it. See, Mogo doesn't know what he's talking about. There's no reason to be afraid. Enjoy your bubble gum, Yerbert. Have fun popping your bubble wrap, Fruitful. Oh boy, that is a big bath full of bubbles, Wumpus. Tell Wumpus to save some water for the fishes. Save some water for the fishes, Wumpus. Splash. Fine. Maybe bubbles aren't so dangerous after all. Butterflies, on the other hand. The Truth About Butterflies by Mogo Pogo. Ah! And there they go. 4 silly monsters running away from a butterfly. Back to our beautiful end pages. Donuts on trees. I loved the donuts on trees part. Now, we talk a lot about donuts in the owl room. Wouldn't it be amazing if you could plant a seed and donuts would grow on the trees? What else do you think would be fun to have growing on trees? Maybe we could draw pictures of silly ideas for things that we wish we could plant and grow ourselves. Now, I noticed also something silly. Mogo Pogo was really scared. Bubbles, bubbles, bubbles that he could pop with one little finger. And I noticed that when he was scared, his friends got scared. Sometimes that's how it happens. If we see someone else being afraid, we think, maybe I should be afraid too. I'm glad those monsters got brave. I wonder if it helped knowing what bubbles were made of. Sometimes I get a little bit afraid of things if I don't really know about them. Like we talk about a lot, trying new foods can be scary because we've never had them before. We don't know what they're going to taste like. But then we get really brave and we even if we don't like it, we were brave enough to try it. And sometimes learning about something can make that scary feeling go away. That's one of the things I loved about these monsters in the book, is that they got brave. Now, brave, I notice, has the same sounds as many other words in the book. Big, bad, bubble. Brave. B. Letter B. All right, let's play our letter game. I'm thinking of something that starts with the letter B, and it's little, and I saw it on the last illustration of our book. It has wings. I've been to the conservatory in this really big, beautiful room filled with plants, and I saw tons of them flying around. I've been to that place with Elle, one of my owls. Ooh, I know. These start out as caterpillars. Did you guess my letter B word yet? Butterfly. All right, owls, if your grown-ups don't know how to play our letter guessing game, I think today is the day that you should teach them. Maybe you can play it at dinner or bath time. Grown-up owls, we love to play it at lunch. So today you could do letter B words and have a letter B challenge, or you could do any letter words. I have one more letter B challenge for you. Okay, this is something that starts with the letter B, and it is something that you eat. It's a fruit. It's pretty small. It is one of my favorite colors. It's sweet. Can you guess it? Blueberry. Blueberry. All right, owls, I miss you. I hope you had fun reading that book with me. If you guys are looking for more bubble fun to do, maybe you could ask your grown-up if you could put some soapy, bubbly water in the kitchen sink. Maybe you could help wash some dishes or wash some toys. Maybe you could take a nice bubble bath. Ooh, you could put on some music and have a really fun time putting a bubble beard on or bubble hair on. Maybe your grown-ups could have a bubble gum blowing bubble competition, and you could see who could blow the biggest bubble. Or maybe some of my owls are allowed to have bubble gum. One last idea is you could get in the bathtub, maybe with your bathing suit on, and have a couple of containers, maybe some pans or pots or bowls with soapy water in them. So you can sit in the bathtub and have some bubble playing time without taking a bath. Sort of like we do in the classroom when we get out like the beans and rice to play with. We get shovels and spoons, we get cups, and it's really fun to just pour things back and forth. Maybe find some little toys that could get wet and they could splash around in there with you. All right, I miss you, and I hope that you guys are having a great day today, Wednesday, March 18th. If you haven't done 18 exercises, maybe you could teach your grown-up about how we need to move our bodies to get our brains going at morning meeting, and you could lead them in 18 of the exercises that we sometimes do. All right, owls, I'll check in with you tomorrow. I miss you, and I love you, and I hope everyone's having an awesome, rainy day.